Hello there, I'm Dr. Ilsa, a doctor and nutritionist with years of experience helping people live healthier, longer lives. If you're over 60 or care about someone who is, this video could truly change everything. Aging is natural, but feeling weak, tired, or constantly dealing with health issues doesn't have to be. The truth is, many of the foods we've trusted all our lives may actually be harming us as we age. But here's the good news. With just a few smart changes, you can protect your heart, your brain, and your energy levels, starting today. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal 5 foods that people over 60 should avoid immediately. These aren't just suggestions, they're based on real science, real patients, and real results. So stay with me, because this information is too important to miss. Let's take control of your health together. Ready to begin? Let's get into it. Let's talk about something that most people overlook: how your body changes after 60 and why your diet needs to change with it. Now, you might think, I've eaten like this my whole life and I've been fine. That's understandable, but the truth is, your body isn't the same at 60 as it was at 30 or even 50. Your metabolism slows down. That means your body burns fewer calories and processes food differently. The same slice of cake or salty snack that used to be harmless can now raise your blood pressure or your blood sugar levels much faster. Your digestive system also becomes a bit more sensitive. You may not absorb nutrients like vitamin B12, calcium, or magnesium as easily as before. This can lead to fatigue, bone weakness, and even memory issues if not addressed. Muscle mass also naturally declines after 60, which affects balance, strength, and even your immune function. And here's the part most people don't realize. Your taste buds start to dull slightly, so you might crave stronger flavors, often turning to salt or sugar to satisfy your palate. But that's where the danger lies. Because even though your body is becoming more delicate, our modern diet keeps pushing processed, sugary, and salty foods that only make things worse. It's not about giving up everything you love. It's about being smart. Making small, consistent changes to what you eat can dramatically improve how you feel day to day. You'll sleep better, you'll have more energy, you'll be less prone to illness. And yes, you'll even start enjoying food in a whole new way. So now that you understand why diet matters more than ever after 60, let's dive into the first food you should say goodbye to, starting today. Let me start with one of the biggest culprits: sugary drinks. I know that sweet glass of soda or that flavored juice might seem harmless, even comforting. But for people over 60, it's one of the worst things you can put into your body. Here's why. When you drink something loaded with sugar, it doesn't fill you up, but it floods your bloodstream with glucose almost instantly. This creates a sudden spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash. Over time, that roller coaster effect wears down your body's ability to regulate sugar, leading to insulin resistance and eventually type 2 diabetes. And if you already have diabetes or you're pre-diabetic, sugary drinks are like pouring fuel on a fire. But that's not all. These drinks also contribute to chronic inflammation, which is directly linked to heart disease, arthritis, and even cognitive decline. One can of soda a day may not seem like much, but over a year, that's nearly 40 pounds of sugar your body never needed. And fruit juices, even the ones that say 100% natural, many of them have as much sugar as a soft drink and lack the fiber of real fruit, which means the sugar hits your system just as hard. Your liver also suffers. Excess sugar gets turned into fat, and over time, that leads to fatty liver disease, a silent but serious condition that's becoming more common in older adults. The solution isn't complicated. Drink more water, herbal teas, or infused water with slices of lemon or cucumber. They're refreshing, hydrating, and they protect your health instead of harming it. The next time you reach for that bottle of soda, remember, you're not just quenching your thirst, you're making a choice about your future. Now let's talk about processed meats. Things like bacon, sausages, ham, and even those convenient deli slices we often keep in the fridge. They might be tasty, and yes, they're easy to prepare, but they come with a serious health warning, especially after the age of 60. Processed meats are loaded with sodium, preservatives like nitrates, and unhealthy fats. These ingredients might help keep the meat on the shelf longer, but inside your body, they create the perfect storm for disease. One of the biggest concerns is the impact on your heart. High sodium levels can raise your blood pressure quickly, putting strain on your heart and kidneys. Nitrates, which are used to preserve and color these meats, have been linked to an increased risk of certain cancers, especially colorectal cancer. And let's not forget about the saturated fats. These raise your bad cholesterol and contribute to plaque buildup in your arteries, increasing your risk of heart attacks and strokes. But here's something most people don't think about. Processed meats can also affect your brain. Studies suggest a connection between high consumption of these meats and cognitive decline. For older adults, that's a serious concern. The food you eat directly impacts your memory, focus, and even your mood. So what should you eat instead? Choose fresh, lean sources of protein like grilled chicken, fish, or plant-based options like lentils and beans. These foods nourish your body without the hidden risks. And if you still crave the smoky flavor of bacon or sausage, there are healthier, lower sodium versions made from turkey or plant ingredients, but always check the label. Your meals should make you feel stronger, not put your health at risk. Every bite is either medicine or a slow poison. Choose wisely. Let's move on to something that's probably in almost every kitchen: white bread. Soft, fluffy, and easy to toast, right? But here's the truth. White bread might be doing more harm than you realize, especially after 60. When you eat white bread, your body treats it almost like pure sugar. That's because it's made from refined flour, which has been stripped of all its fiber and nutrients. So instead of fueling your body slowly and steadily, it causes your blood sugar to spike, then crash. This spike and crash pattern puts stress on your pancreas, which produces insulin. Over time, it becomes harder for your body to keep up, leading to insulin resistance and a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. And that's not all. Because white bread lacks fiber, it does very little to keep you full, which means you may eat more than you need, leading to weight gain and digestive issues like constipation. Another hidden danger: white bread can also raise your bad cholesterol levels while offering almost no real nutrition in return. It fills your stomach, but not your body. For seniors, that's a serious concern because every calorie should count. At this stage in life, you want food that nourishes, strengthens, and supports healthy aging, not food that works against you. So what's the better choice? Whole grain or sprouted breads. They contain fiber, vitamins, and minerals that your body actually needs. They digest more slowly, keep your blood sugar stable, and help you feel full longer. And many of them taste wonderful once you give your palate a little time to adjust. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Start by replacing just one slice a day. Your body will notice, and soon so will you. Now let's talk about fried foods. Crispy, golden, and tempting, I know. But as comforting as they may seem, fried foods are one of the most damaging choices for people over 60. Whether it's fried chicken, French fries, or those crunchy snacks you reach for while watching TV, the problem lies not just in the oil, but in what happens to your body afterward. When food is fried, it soaks up large amounts of unhealthy fats, usually trans fats or reused oils that become toxic at high heat. These fats clog your arteries, raise your bad cholesterol, and lower your good cholesterol. That's a dangerous combination, especially for aging hearts, and it doesn't stop there. Fried foods also trigger inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation is linked to arthritis flare-ups, joint pain, heart disease, and even Alzheimer's. You might feel more tired, achy, or foggy-headed after eating them, without even realizing the cause. And here's something else to consider. Fried foods are often high in calories but low in nutrients. They fill you up, but leave your body hungry for real nourishment. That leads to overeating, weight gain, and eventually fatigue and weakness. Over time, regularly eating fried foods puts extra pressure on your digestive system, your liver, and your kidneys, organs that are already working harder as you age. But you don't have to give up the taste you love. Try air frying, baking, or grilling instead. Season your food well with herbs and spices so you get flavor without the damage. Your body will thank you for making the switch. Remember, every small step matters. It's not about never having fried food again. It's about not letting it be part of your daily routine. Let's finish the list with one of the most sneaky and dangerous ingredients in your kitchen: salt. More specifically, high-sodium foods. We're talking about canned soups, frozen dinners, salty snacks, pickles, sauces, and even seemingly innocent things like bread or cereal. The issue isn't just the salt you sprinkle on your food, it's the hidden sodium in processed and packaged products. And after the age of 60, your body becomes more sensitive to it. Too much sodium causes your body to hold on to extra water, which increases your blood volume, and that puts extra pressure on your blood vessels. The result? High blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for strokes, heart attacks, and kidney damage. Many older adults already have high blood pressure without even realizing it, and a high sodium diet silently makes it worse. But that's not all. Excess sodium can also lead to swelling in your ankles and feet, headaches, and even trouble sleeping. Your kidneys have to work harder to process all that salt, and as we age, kidney function naturally declines. So the strain builds up faster than we feel it. One of the hardest parts? You don't even need to like salty food to be consuming too much of it. It's hiding in places you'd never expect. So what can you do? Start by reading labels. Look for low sodium or no added salt versions of your favorite items. Cook more at home when you can, so you control exactly what goes in your food. Use herbs, garlic, lemon juice, or spices to boost flavor instead of salt. It's a simple change, but it makes a huge difference. Your heart, your kidneys, and your entire body will feel the relief within weeks. Now that you know which foods to avoid, let's talk about what to eat instead. Because good health isn't just about cutting things out. It's about adding the right things in. First, instead of sugary drinks, hydrate with water, herbal teas, or naturally flavored water. Try adding slices of lemon, cucumber, or fresh mint. It's refreshing and supports digestion and energy. For protein, trade processed meats for grilled chicken, turkey, fish like salmon or mackerel, or even plant-based options like lentils, beans, and tofu. These choices are packed with nutrients, low in saturated fat, and much gentler on your body. Replace white bread with whole grain or sprouted bread. They're full of fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar, support digestion, and keep you feeling full longer. It's a simple switch that makes every meal more satisfying and nourishing. Instead of fried foods, try air frying, roasting, or grilling. Use olive oil in moderation for healthy fats, and experiment with herbs like rosemary, basil, or turmeric to bring flavor and anti-inflammatory benefits to your meals. You'll be surprised how quickly your taste buds adapt and how much better you feel. To cut back on sodium, cook at home more often and season creatively. Garlic, lemon juice, black pepper, paprika, they all bring life to your food without putting pressure on your heart or kidneys. Choose fresh or frozen vegetables over canned ones when possible, and always check labels, even on foods that don't taste salty. These alternatives aren't about restriction, they're about renewal. They help you protect your energy, support your memory, reduce pain, and enjoy life more fully. Aging well isn't about denying yourself. It's about choosing what truly serves you. And you deserve nothing less. So let's take a moment to recap what we've learned. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive, and the foods we choose can either support our health or slowly steal it. Sugary drinks, processed meats, white bread, fried foods, and high-sodium meals might be familiar comforts, but they carry risks that are simply too high after 60. The good news is, you have the power to change. You can choose water over soda. You can enjoy real, whole foods instead of highly processed ones. You can cook with care, season with purpose, and eat with intention. Small choices, made consistently, create big results over time. I've seen it with my own patients. Clearer thinking, more energy, better sleep, even fewer medications. You don't need perfection, you just need progress. One bite at a time. So be kind to yourself, and remember, you're not just eating for today. You're building your future, and I'm proud of you for starting now.